So the next topic is in our today's class. The topic is here we will find the charge sent by a AC source for a half cycle. So what is first of all what is the meaning of half cycle? So charge sent in half cycle by AC source. So suppose we know that. So now we know that if this is time axis and this is our along this direction I indicate current. So we know that the equation is I. What is I? I is the current passing through a circuit which is connected with a AC source. Current passing through at any instant current passing through a circuit which is connect with the AC source, and I equals to I naught sine omega t. What is I naught? I naught is the maximum current passing through this circuit which is connected to that AC source, right? So suppose this one is I naught and this one is minus I naught. Now we know that this is a sine wave, so the wave looking like this. Okay, this point is t by 2. We know that this one is 0, this one is t, this one is 3t by 2. Okay, so now here this is I naught, this is the peak value of current. Okay, so suppose here I am taking a resistance which is connected with the AC source. So this is our AC source and this is the resistance. So here we want to find current passing through this charge flow through this resistance for this half cycle. Why here we only discussing about charge passing through for half cycle? Because just look at here, the charge, suppose for this wave total charge is Q, suppose. Then if for half cycle suppose the current this is half cycle, right? So if that means this is a full cycle, we know that because the one cycle completed at time t, because t is the time period of this sinusoidal wave. So this is full cycle, that means this one is half cycle. So look at here, if total charge for this one is Q, that means suppose if this is the direction of current, then just look at here, for t by 2 time, in a t by 2 time, suppose Q amount of charge flowing along this direction, that means from, suppose this is A point and this is B point. So in t by 2 time, suppose Q amount of charge flow through A to B. Okay, now for this second half, the polarity of this AC will reverse, right? So that means if for this half is the direction of current is along this direction, that means for this half the direction of current is along this direction. That means if Q amount of charge flow through A to B for t by 2 time, then next t by 2 time, that means for this duration, this is also t by 2. So for this next duration, the current that amount of, that means same amount of current, that means q amount of charge move B to A. So that means if we discussing about t time, so in time t, total charge equals to 0, because in time t q amount of charge first moving A to B and then from B to A. So that means charge flow at time t equals to 0, right? So that's why here I am discussing charge flow for half cycle. This is our half cycle. Okay, so just look at here. So we know that current, that means charge, if we indicate q is the charge, then we know that charge equals to current into time. But this equation applicable only for constant current. If here current has constant value, then we can write here q equals to I into t. What is t? T is the duration. But in this case, for AC source, you can see here the value of current is not constant, it's continuously changing, right? So in this case we have to assume that, for suppose we can assume that for dt time current is constant and it's I. Consider. Okay, so that means we can say that charge flow for dt time, for dt duration, charge flow for dt duration is suppose dq. So dq equals to I into dt, right? So now we have to find total current, right? So we have to integrate both sides. Now what about limit? Suppose when t equals to 0, then charge is also 0. That means this is the initial condition. When t equals to 0, then no current is flow through this circuit. That means charge equals to also 0. When t equals to t by half, that means the charge flow through this circuit is maximum, which is suppose small q. This is the total charge. Okay, so just integrate this. So this one is q, 0 to q equals to, what about I? We know that I equals to I naught sine omega t, right? So 0 to t by 2. Here I equals to I naught sine omega t into dt. So I naught is constant, so I naught. What is the integration? This is, we have to integrate this sine omega t dt. So now I naught sine omega t dt, integration of sine omega t dt equals to cos minus cos omega t, okay, by so minus cos omega t by omega, right? And the limit will be 0 to t by 2. Now along this side q minus 0, if we put the limit, equals to I naught by omega, into minus cos omega into t by 2 minus cos 0, right? We know that omega equals to 2 pi by t, because just look at it, t equals to, we know that 2 pi r by v, is the linear velocity, equals to 2 pi r by v equals to omega r. So r cancel, that means t equals to 2 pi by omega, that means omega equals to 2 pi by t. Okay, now if we put this value, then minus I naught by omega into cos 2 pi by t into t by 2 minus 1, because cos 0 equals to minus I naught by omega into, just look at here, t cancel, 2 cancel, cos pi means again minus 1, that means minus minus plus 2 I naught omega. Okay, so q equals to 2 I naught omega. Now the next topic will be mean or average value of AC. Okay, so the next topic will be mean or average value average value. So just look at here. Here I'm going to find mean value of AC current. Just look at here. What is the meaning of this? So basically, suppose this is a circuit. Okay, this is the circuit. This is a resistance R, and this is our AC circuit. If we connect this resistance with the AC circuit, then we can observe here maximum current passing through this AC circuit is I max. Okay, I naught. Maximum current passing through the, because we know that for this AC circuit, what is the equation of current? I equals to I naught sine omega t. That means maximum current passing through this resistance is I naught. This is a maximum current. If we connect this same resistance with the DC source such that same, and just look at here, total charge passing through this circuit for half cycle is suppose Q. Okay, because we know that Q equals to 2 I naught by omega. So total charge passing through this resistance to maximum charge passing through this resistance is this 2 I naught by omega, right? Now if we connect the same resistance with our DC source, and this DC source is such a source which can flow exactly same charge through this resistance. So if we connect this same resistance with the DC source which is flow same charge through this resistance, and suppose current passing through this resistance for this DC source is suppose I. Okay, so from this, if we connect this resistance with a DC source, suppose this DC source flow exactly similar current within t by 2 time, because we know that this amount of charge passing through our AC source within half cycle, that means within t by 2 time, right? So exactly same time if this DC source passing through this resistance same amount of charge, then we can write here Q equals to what? I into T by half, and both Q's are similar, right? So to I naught by omega equals to I into T by. So why I'm doing all of this to find average value or mean value of AC current? Just look at here. Suppose here I am showing the AC current of AC source. So we know that this is a sinusoidal wave which is so this is I equals to I naught sine omega t wave, right? And this is the peak value which is I naught, and this is also peak value which is minus I naught. That means this polarity will be changed. Just look at here. Here I am going to find average current within this time interval, within t by 2 time interval, right? Because 0 to t by 2 time, just look at here, current will be changed continuously. So to find average value between 0 to t by half time, because this one is continuously repeated, if the average value of this current is suppose I, then the average value of current is also I, then the average value of current is also I. So if we want to find the average value of this part, then we can say that the average current for AC is this, right? So just look at here. If we take, suppose, that means we know that charge equals to current into time interval, right? So that means charge is the product of current and time. So that means area of this curve, gives us the charge, total charge. Area of this curve gives us the total charge which is Q, because here I am assuming that within t0 to t by half time the total charge through this AC circuit is Q. So this area gives us the total charge Q. If we take a rectangle suppose here I am taking this rectangle. If we take a rectangle whose width, or we can say length, this is the length, right? Whose length is t by half, and the area, if the area of this rectangle is also Q, suppose this area of this rectangle is also Q, that means we can say that area, here I am taking such a rectangle whose area is equivalent to this curve, and the length of this rectangle is also t by 2. Then here suppose this current is I. So for this curve, Q, so if the area of this both shape, that means rectangle and this curve, is similar, then this I indicate average value of I naught, right? If we take a such type of example, suppose this bar, this one, if we cut this part and if we adjust this part at here, then area will not be changed, right? But we get our answer. This is the average value. Then this is our average value. So exactly similar, we can say that if weight of both graph is similar, both are t by 2, both lie within 0 to t by 2, and if the area of both curve is exactly same, then I is indicate average value of I naught. Okay, so now for this rectangle, area equals to I into t by half, right? So that means this is the charge passing through a circuit within t by 2 time which is connected with a DC source. So that's why we can compare this, or we can find out this mean value or average value by using this method. Okay, so just look at here. So what about I? So what is I? I is the average value. We can represent I in this form because I is the average value of AC current. So I average equals to, sorry, this is T, sorry, I into T by 2. So I average equals to 4 I naught omega into T, right? 4, this one will be 4 I naught omega into T. Now 4 into I naught omega equals to what? 2 pi by T into T. T cancel, 4 cancel, so 2I, this is I naught, 2I naught by pi. So average value of AC current equals to 2 into peak value of AC current by pi. So what is this? This is I average. That means which is equals to 2 I naught by pi. Okay.